Well, if any UFC division has multiple boogeymen right now, perhaps it is 135 pounds for the men, but Merab Dvalishvili, given the wrestling, given the pace, is a fight that I would think a lot of bantamweight contenders would try to avoid.
Yeah, I mean, it must be so upsetting and so frustrating to fight Merab, because Merab is just on you. He's on you like a wet blanket. He wants to take you down. He wants to pressure you. He wants to make you work the entirety of the fight. It's so fun for a guy like me to watch because I love wrestling, but to be his opponent would be an absolute nightmare. This guy is a monster.
Volume takedowns doesn't even begin to describe it, right? It makes for a suffocating night at the office to face Merab Dvalishvili. We'll see how his opponent fares tonight. All right, the UFC Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov getting back on the proving ground here tonight. And a new look corner, is that Hasbulla there?
Yeah, I mean, Hasbulla is in the corner with Khabib. Khabib loves him. He's always talking about him. He spends time with him. But the one thing is, while Hasbulla is there, Khabib Nurmagomedov's approach will not change. This guy is an absolute grinder, man. He is just a dog. He will go forward, get in your face, hit him. You will not deter Khabib Nurmagomedov from accomplishing the ultimate goal, and that's keeping that 0 on the right side of his record.
And if you're Javier Mendez, you just got to make sure that you let Hasbulla get in there between rounds. Little guy's got a lot to say. Khabib Nurmagomedov has graced the octagon. He is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, so here we are at the O2 Arena in London, England, and for my money, this is as good a mixed martial arts backdrop as we have. Another capacity crowd on hand, as usual, for the UFC's annual Stockholm.
The fans in England love sports. They love competition, and they show up, and they know what they're watching. You better be ready to put on the show. Step with the octagon at the O2 Arena.
And you better be ready backstage if Leon Edwards is in there.
Oh, man, let me tell you something. Leon Edwards is the man right here.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Dvalishvili.
Nice.
Let's go! Get him out! Get him out! Grab those wrists!
Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him,
Know when to fold him. Yep, absolutely.
Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount here. And very effective with the ground and pound.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Nurmagomedov ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Print the shirts, ground and pound. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Nicely done. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
45 seconds to go here in round one.
He needs you to move. Scramble.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. All right, side control now. Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount. Seconds winding down in the opening round. Round two straight ahead. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. And he lands a kick to the leg now. Pretty good work on the feet tonight by Dvalishvili. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish. That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
Oh, and there's a takedown attempt, DC. Not a great one. Might as well tell your opponent you're...
Oh, nice double leg, yes. Beautiful jab there by the champ.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Hard ground and pound shot there, and yes, it was hard. Opened him right up. Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. And now he's equipped to choke. Got it very tight.
All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub.
Big right hook there by the champ.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly.
Scramble and go! Scramble and go! Watch that hook.
Under a minute now to go. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
You cannot sit in this position. Referee will have no choice but to stop the fight.
He's having his way with him here. Khabib's in half guard now. 2 rounds in the books.
Great job last week. Same thing this round. Your ground control is unbelievable. I've never seen somebody with such control down there. Let's keep...
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop these takedowns going forward, he needs to react a little
Ready,
quicker.
fight. Ready.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. Strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Dvalishvili's in half guard.
Lands a nice punch from his back. Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Dvalishvili. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC.
Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Oh, he just continues to attack that cut around the eye. Gotta think his vision's compromised now.
As he should, right? He sees the blood poured into his opponent's eyes. His opponent now is squinting, trying to maintain his line of sight. He has got to continue to go at that cut right now.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Good work from the top here by Dvalishvili.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Dvalishvili's back in half guard. 1 minute to go in the round. Dvalishvili's back in full mount. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard. Working out of the half guard here. Oh, good ground and pound here. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round. fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. A huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
And he blocked the punch there. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there.
Oh, he has to evade and stay at space.
Now goes in and secures the takedown.
He cast a half guard.
Side control now. Lands with the ground and pound. We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Dvalishvili. Oh, just a merciless approach here on the ground, continuing to target that cut. Nurmagomedov ground and pound from half guard now. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Khabib's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. Oh, seamless transition to half guard there.
Unbelievable how quickly he was able to slice that leg through to get to the half guard.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Under a minute to go in round 4. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4.
Great job last round. Your striking is unbelievable. You're mixing it up perfectly. I love what you're doing with your kicks. Keep those going. He's slowing down.
All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys.
Ready.
He is one of those guys
Ready.
that's able to continuously take you down even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fights progress.
Nurmagomedov gets tattooed with that hook. He's going to have to change some things here. Straight right, he misses. Oh, and there's the double leg takedown, DC. That is just too good, too easy.
Too good, too easy. The timing was just too good. Before he could even defend, he's already off of his feet, going backwards. It's hard to run backwards, and that's what happens when this guy hits his double leg.
Nurmagomedov going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. Oh, he reversed position there on the ground, and he's now in the dominant position. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Nurmagomedov. Well, now that cut in the eye area, Daniel, becoming a major storyline. He's got to be careful.
He's got to be very careful and address it right now before it gets to the point that there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, he's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and the submission defense wins this transition.
You need to work while standing this up. It's work.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. If they try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in, and you got all your rear choke submissions. Changing the position.
A series of punches from the top here by Dvalishvili.
Great submission defense on display tonight. There it is. Now he's running them out.
Nurmagomedov's back and forth action right until the final horn. That one's going to hold up in the Fight of the Year conversation. Well, what a title fight it was, what a showcase it was for this division, but at the end of the day, the champion just did a little bit more, and you got to think he gets the nod, right?
I believe it was the championship experience that allowed him to push through in those spots that he needed to in order to keep his championship. I agree with you, J.A. I think he keeps his belt.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 50-45. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.